And for Fighting Irish Preview, I'm Phil Houk, and here are my thoughts just before kickoff. First of all, well, we're inside right now underneath the stands of Notre Dame Stadium because the weather outside is just a bit frightful before this big matchup tonight with number 4 in the CFP, Clemson. First, let's talk about that weather. Right now, as I said, it's lousy, windy and rainy. Temperature is not too bad. It's about 60 degrees. But it is windy, very, very windy, and a little bit of rain coming down. Gusts, they say, up to 50 miles an hour. That's significant. But the good news is that the forecast is that situation is going to improve. And by kickoff tonight, they're saying no rain, winds diminishing. It's still going to be pretty breezy and pretty windy, and gusts still. But maybe winds more like 15 to 20 miles an hour as opposed to 25 to 30 like they have now, and the rain should subside. How does that weather impact things? Let's talk about that. Wind hurts the passing game. So I think it might work in Notre Dame's favor just a little bit. After all, Notre Dame known for having a strong run game and not so good passing game. But does it account for how good Clemson's running game is? And trust me, it's pretty good. Can they run the ball? Well, the best back in the game today just might be Will Shipley, former Notre Dame recruit. His choice came down to Clemson or Notre Dame. Well, he's at Clemson, and he's really good. He does everything really well. 739 yards on the season, 6 yards per carry, 10 touchdowns. And he's a threat to catch the ball out of the backfield as well. So a complete guy. He may be the best back, but I'll take Audric Estime and Logan Diggs. That's a pretty good combo as well. So can Notre Dame shut him down, though, is the question. Well, maybe. Remember 2020. In 2020 in this stadium, a game that Notre Dame won 47-40 in 2 overtimes. That night, Clemson, here I got the number, and that was Travis Etienne, who's in the NFL now, was shut down to the tune of 33 carries for 34 yards in the game. So it can happen, of course. DJ Uiagalelei that night threw for 439 yards and 2 touchdowns. So, pick your poison. Anyway, Clemson has won 14 straight games. They're 8-0 this year. They are a 3.5-point favorite. I think that's probably about right. Unless Drew Pine can revert to his form that he had, back against North Carolina, BYU, when he was passing the ball pretty well. Clemson is the more complete team in this game. But I am predicting a 1-score game. Here's my pick: Clemson 24, Notre Dame 17. A 1-score game. A turnover or 2 could change that. So if you're a Notre Dame fan, and you probably are if you're watching this, let's hope for that. But for Fighting Irish Preview, I'm Phil Houk, and I'll talk to you after the game.